Hello, I'm Elizabeth. I used to be an executive coach, and then I retired at 47 and moved to the country. I was talking yesterday about a 10-day challenge for ladies out there who don't want to wait a whole year for goals to come to fruition and their lives to be a little better. Each one of these is, well, I think so, designed to make your life 1% better with each one. Anyway, we're on day 2 and it's warmer than yesterday. I'm in Dinbren Wood near my home, and day 2 is about looking better. I don't know about you, but in the past I've had a whole wardrobe of clothes that I couldn't wear because they didn't make me look good. My mum, she used to have a coat that she used to call a Russian officer's coat. It was one of those full-length things, lots of brass buttons in the 80s. And beautiful coat. Looked very expensive, even though it wasn't. But it was in a beige colour, and she used to complain that it made her look washed out. And when she mentioned it as a child, I realised she did. It made her look like she hadn't had a good night's rest. So what I'd recommend today is to get a colour analysis. This is something that won't cost you very much, or if you take a couple of hours on YouTube, maybe about 2 hours, you can find out for yourself for free. I'm just going to pause here by the stream because I like the sound. A colour analysis will help you with flattering clothes and makeup and jewellery which suits you, and it doesn't have to cost you anything. If I just run down very briefly on what a colour analysis involves, then it starts off with step 1, and that's your hue, and that's looking at your skin undertone, whether it's warm or cool or even neutral. I found that I run neutral to warm, and then after that you then look at your value, and this is whether you're light versus dark, and that's the contrast between your skin, eyes and hair. Whether they're light for your ethnicity, that would make you light, or dark for your ethnicity would make you dark. And there's an absence of depth in the features. So if there's a high contrast between your skin, hair and eyes, then you have a dark value. And then the third step is your chroma. And your chroma is whether your lips, eyes, skin, hair are homogeneous and blend and become sort of similar, or whether your eyes pop and there's a lot more less grey in your colouring and in your features, and they clearly stand out from each other. So say you've got a warm hue, a light value and a bright chroma, then that would make you a spring, because they're divided into seasons. And if you had a cool hue, a dark value and a bright chroma, and that would make you winter. And if you had a dark value, a warm hue and a muted chroma, you would be an autumn or fall. And then lastly, if you had a cool hue, a light value and a muted chroma, you'd be a summer. And examples of a spring would be Scarlett Johansson or Nicole Kidman. And examples of winter would be Lucy Liu or Megan Fox. And examples of summer would be Reese Witherspoon and Anne Hathaway. And examples of autumn would be Jessica Alba and Jaswinder Rai. So I would urge you to stop buying clothes that you never wear. And getting a colour analysis would make you look more radiant and give you a glow. And it wouldn't have to cost you any more. You don't have to embark on exercise or go on a weight loss program or spend a lot of money changing your wardrobe. It would simply be, as you bought clothes and replaced clothes, you replaced them with colours that suited you. So it doesn't have to cost you anything over and above what it would already cost you. So you could choose, depending on what you could afford. If you could only afford, say, fast fashion, and that probably isn't cut very well, might be polyester, but it's all you can afford. You could either choose a colour that makes you look drained, washed out, like you haven't had a good night's sleep, or you could make a colour that would make you look better and it wouldn't cost you any more. For me, I love autumn colours. If I could dress in anything, I'd dress in autumn colours, and I've bought a lot of autumn colours since I moved to the country because I just love those earthy tones. But to my surprise, I did a colour analysis and found out that I'm a spring. And so I'm now having to change my clothes to suit my season. I think yesterday I was wearing a green hat and a brown coat. And because I'm a spring, my latest winter coat is this blue one with a blue hat. And I think I do look less washed out than I do with the certain shades of green, like a khaki green or earthy green or mossy green. That being said, I'm not going to throw out these items because living in the country, a lot of people wear these colours anyway. And I guess if it's for loungewear or you're in a situation where you don't need to impress anybody or don't need to look your best, you're just dressing for you, then I suppose your favourite colours wouldn't matter. But in a work setting, or if you're embarking on dating or something, it'd be nice for your colours to help you along and make you look your best. So based on how different I looked, I actually train myself in colour analysis and offer it to my one-to-one clients as part of a holistic improvement, really. And so I would urge you to try it out. Thank you for listening, and let me know how you get on in the comments. Bye.